Hi, this is Jennifer Duke. I am the person who runs this channel. So far I've been using this channel to basically just record the places that we go, mainly the Lancaster Speedway. I spend a lot of time there in the summers. But over the winter I started thinking that I'd like to put more than just that on this channel. Who I am a almost 30, oh my god, year-old housewife and stay-at-home mom. If you couldn't tell, I'm really into antiques and vintage and rockabilly and pinup, and I have been forever, really, honestly forever. I'm just getting more into it now, mainly because it's expensive. It's very expensive to be able to dress and decorate pinup and vintage and antique and all of that. It costs a lot of money. And I'm finally at a point now where I have a little extra cash here and there that I can buy things I truly enjoy and wear things that I really like to wear. So yeah, I've gone a little bit more gung-ho with it lately. What I do a lot of stuff. I do a lot of freelance random things, you know, stuff I can do here and there without upsetting the balance of my household. I've got two kids who are still not old enough to be left alone. They need constant supervision. And my husband works a very stressful job with no set hours, and he is on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even holidays. So typically I'm the person who stays home and just makes sure things keep running, because he could be gone until 9 o'clock at night or have to go into work at 2 in the morning. So yeah, I do the housewifey thing for right now. There are two big reasons why I've decided to kind of expand this YouTube channel beyond just Buffalo Superchargers at the Lancaster Speedway. I really enjoy car shows and expos and racing and all of those things, cruise nights, but what I've noticed is despite car culture being kind of a big deal in Buffalo and in Western New York in general, there actually isn't a lot of media coverage of it. And by media, I'm not talking about, you know, the mainstream news media and ESPN and Fox News. I'm talking about YouTubers and photographers and Facebookers. There's only a couple people that I can think of that frequently go to these events and for the sole purpose of covering the event for people who couldn't make it, or people, you know, who were there and wanted to see their work or their car on the internet. I mean, that's a big deal. When you put that much work into something, it's nice to get some recognition and some validation and have other people kind of fuss and fawn over it. So what I've been seeing is I can go on YouTube right now and pull up video coverage and vlogs and interviews from car shows all over the country. And I'm not talking, you know, Motorama, which we're going to next week, by the way, but smaller, just local little car shows. You don't really see a lot of coverage. And I think that's a niche I'd like to fill for right now, since I go anyway and I really do enjoy shooting video. I figured be the change you want to see in the world. So I'm going to do that. No, I have noticed a distinct lack of YouTubers and vloggers who go to these events, and I think that's sad. I think a lot of people would really like to see their work uploaded to the internet. I feel like if I put that much time and that much energy and that much money into something that was important to me, I'd like it to be fussed and fawned over a little bit. I'd like people to, you know, want to take pictures of it and video and talk about what it is I did with it. I think there's a lack of that here, and I'd like to see more of it. I am not in this to be the only car show vlogger in Buffalo. There's a lack of it, and I'd like to fill that void. I'd like to see more coverage of these events on the internet, maybe for people who couldn't go for financial reasons, or they had other plans or family obligations. I'd like to see more car owners getting recognition for what they do. I'd like to see more of the car-oriented businesses in the area getting some airtime and some play It's hard. There's a lot of businesses out there that are not getting exposure, I guess. There's a lot of people that I've met that run amazing businesses and they do amazing work and no one's heard of them. So I'd like to maybe see them get a little bit more exposure in the area. The secondary reason is my Facebook keeps booping over there. I probably should mute it, but I'm just going to leave it alone. The second reason is I'm a girl. I genuinely enjoy cars and car shows and expos and cruise nights and racing. I think it's really, really fun. I do notice, I understand that this particular culture and sport is very male dominated, and that's to be expected. However, I notice that there's a lot of women and young girls who might show an interest in cars and in racing, but maybe don't feel like they can express it. I'll be the first to admit, I love looking at pretty shiny cars. I love looking at rusty rat rods. I think it's fun. I like appreciating the amount of work that goes into building something like that. I think that being able to create something is just phenomenal. But I don't know the first damn thing about cars. I don't. I will admit it fully. I don't know what a supercharger is, or what a turbo is, or where a muffler goes. I don't know. I don't know. I am learning very slowly, thank you to my very extremely patient husband, he was formerly a mechanic, and he's been teaching me to the best of his ability because I can get kind of dippy when it comes to car stuff. But I'm learning, I'm getting there, but I don't know anything about cars. I don't know. I'm okay with that. I don't feel like I need to prove myself and have to be able to talk shop to enjoy going to car shows and drag races and cruise nights. I don't. I can go and enjoy myself and have a good time without knowing anything about these things. But I feel like a lot of girls get discouraged that if they don't know these things, then they can't really display an interest. Like you're a poser, or like you're only doing it to make yourself interesting to men, and that's not the case. So I'd like to see more girls getting into it, and to any girls or young women or older women or whatever, even dudes, if you're into cars but you know nothing about them, that's fine too. It's okay. You don't have to be able to talk shop. Although I will say, out of all of the events I have gone to and all of the places I've been, the most gracious, welcoming, helpful people have been car owners, car guys. They will explain things. They will try to help you understand things. I have been walked through and babied and coddled through so many things, and they are so very patient. Car guys love to talk about cars. They love it. If you stand there and show a genuine interest in their vehicle and their work and what they do, they will talk your ear off, which is great for someone like me who is trying to understand what all of those funny parts are. That's great. So don't feel discouraged because you don't know anything about cars. It's perfectly acceptable to go to a show and look at something and go, oh look, it's green and it's shiny and it goes fast. That's fine. It's not shallow. It's not superficial. You can appreciate things for less than what car guys appreciate them for, or more than car guys appreciate them for. If they didn't want you to talk about the paint job, they wouldn't have spent 10 grand on it, okay? That's the way I see it. If they did not want me to fall all over myself over the colors and the leather and the trim and the this, that, and the other thing, they wouldn't have spent all of that time and money doing it. It's okay to like the shallow end of things sometimes. It's fine. That's really it. I really don't have much else to say. I want to cover more events. I want to go to more events. I want to see car owners and businesses get more exposure and recognition for what they do. I want to see more women and young girls and old girls, whatever, more female persuasioned people get involved in this community, because it really is a great community to be involved in. There's a lot it has to offer, and I'd like to see more of them jump on board. I'd like to meet more people. I mean, this is a great way to do it. I love meeting people and talking to people, and I love talking to people who have a passion for something. So I want to hit more car shows and more events, and I want to listen to people talk excitedly about their car or their business or their carburetor or their motorcycle or their boat or whatever. I want to listen and absorb. So you'll be seeing me out and about. Our next stop is Motorama next week, the weekend of the 27th, 28th, and 29th, I believe. I will be there all day Saturday. I will have my camera and backup batteries and lots of memory cards. So if you are interested in tracking me down or getting on camera or having an interview done or promoting your business or promoting your car, get a hold of me on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. Get a hold of me. I will find you and I will force you in front of my camera. Other than that, I will see you guys all at Motorama, and after that, who knows? Bye.